guys, look what just arrived on my doorstep. I just got home from a MOPS meeting this morning, and this is a brand new Summer Infant 3D2 convenience stroller. Hey guys, so I'm sure you guys are thinking I'm absolutely nuts because we have yet another stroller. But let me just explain why. If you've watched one of my previous videos, you know that I got two consignment strollers for only $60, and one of them happened to be a Summer Infant 3D2 that I purchased for $40 secondhand from a woman on Facebook. Well, I'm gonna explain why I got it for $45 and why Summer Infant just sent me a new one. So keep watching. Okay, so here it is. I just pulled this off of my front porch. This was home on my porch when I got home waiting for me. I literally called Summer Infant probably last Friday, last Saturday, and they sent me a brand new 3D2 stroller. So essentially, I got this stroller for only $40 because I did purchase it consignment for $45, but I got the brand new one that retails for $199 in place of that secondhand stroller. Hey guys, so here is the old Summer Infant 3D2 stroller that I got secondhand, used. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. So you can see here, very small footprint. There's the new one, but I'm going to show you why they sent me this new one right now. Hey guys, okay, so let me just walk you through the basic overview of the Summer Infant 3D2 convenience stroller here. So it has a stadium style seating to fit two kiddos. You can actually push this front seat all the way forward if you don't need it, if you just want to use it for one kid, but it also allows the child that's riding rear to enter the seat pretty easily. It's got a nice comfy footrest here at the bottom, and it has a floating canopy for the front seat, which is nice because you can provide the front rider with a full coverage, or you can overlap both canopies to provide maximum coverage for both children, which I absolutely love. So I did get this used. The only problem, that it really had, and honestly wasn't a huge issue, was that there was a few stains on the stroller, but which was an easy fix. I honestly just took it out back in my backyard and took the garden hose and some baby Purex laundry detergent and just kind of scrubbed it with a good sponge, and then rinsed it, repeated the process, and just kind of left it out in the sun to dry. So it got rid of it kind of had like an older smell to it, like not a bad smell, just when something's been sitting for a while. So it got rid of like any kind of old smell, but it also got rid of the stains for the most part. And then, so on the stroller, it does come with a cup holder that is usually attached right here. So seeing as how I got this secondhand, I guess they either decided to keep the cup holder, don't know really what happened to it, but I did not get the cup holder. So that's one thing that was missing on it. And another thing, aside from the fact that it was used, this is in fairly good condition, but it is used. So for the most part, discounting it if you want to sell your stuff is probably the best bet. And it was a good price. Like I said, this brand new is $199. I got this for $40. Okay. And so over here, let me see if you guys can see. So down here is this kind of like a little side pocket you can use just to hold something small, like a couple snacks if you want easy access to, or some parents I've heard of putting, sunglasses in, which is great. A nice little convenience pocket. You can see it has like a nice size, just small storage basket underneath because this is an umbrella style stroller, so it's not going to be fully featured and have like a huge basket, but this is something for when you do actually need a storage basket. So just a little side view here of the stroller. It is great. It's the footprint of a single umbrella stroller, but it does seat two. The front seat has a weight capacity of 50 pounds. The back seat has a capacity of 40 pounds, but I'm pretty sure if you have like a 50-pound child, it's really not going to be a huge issue, but don't mark my word for it. But anyway, so this here was just ripped, as you can see. So not a huge deal again, but they also, of course, this is why it was discounted. But now to the main reason it was discounted, and also why I got a brand new stroller, this front seat here. So when I asked the woman about, if there was anything wrong with the stroller, she said no, it was in pretty good condition. I don't know how long exactly she had the stroller because Summer Infant came out with this 3D2 in, I want to say like mid 2015. So it's been out for a short while. So I mean, I don't think she's had it for a very, very long time, but still unsure. But anyway, she told me that, and then she didn't explain it too well, but she said that the front seat, the buckle, the clip was broken, but the way she explained it, she's like, oh, we've used it and we haven't had a problem. Well, clearly it was a problem because I cannot put my now 10-month-old infant in this because, as you can see, this clip, just this little piece is broken here that actually holds this together. So see how this has this buckle right here? This clip is missing it, which is a huge, huge, huge problem for the consumer, but yet the company, because that is just a lawsuit waiting to happen. If anything, if any parent, first of all, I mean, a parent should never put their child in there like that. But for instance, if they did and said, I didn't know it would, you know, my kid could fall out and get seriously injured. Well, that's Summer Infant. It's their liability. And first of all, a good company is not going to want their name on something like that, and they're going to replace it because, first of all, they're thinking about the safety of families and children before anything. And then B, yes, it's a way to cover themselves. Okay, just going to give you guys a frontal view of our little situation here. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of swing open this bumper bar. So this features a 5-point safety harness. So as you can see, the side buckles normally, and you hear that click because there is that middle clip. Well, this side does not have that middle clip. So this, therefore, cannot stay closed. Therefore, the stroller is useless to me. And when a company makes a product, it has to be utilized in the exact design that it was created for. So even though the back seat is completely fine and I can ride one of my children in here, the fact of the matter is I cannot use this stroller for the purpose that it was made for because of this little clip here. And it may seem like a small deal, but it is a huge, huge deal. Like I said, a huge liability for not only, you know, the company, but also a family. I mean, imagine if you were to actually put your child in here and they fell out. I mean, God, just imagine the kind of injury your child could suffer. So therefore, this stroller has kind of been sitting in my garage since I purchased it for the last couple of weeks because I'm unable to use it. So just because of this little mishap here, I went ahead and called Summer Infant, and I was very honest with the company, and I reached them and I said, hey, I bought this stroller secondhand from a woman, and this is what's wrong with it. I'm just missing that little piece. Could you possibly just maybe even send me a new clip? You know, I figured they'd probably make me pay for it because I was not the original owner of the stroller and I was not registered to my name. And this is also another reason you register your products. When you first get any baby products, whether it's a car seat, a stroller, a high chair, that registration card that comes in your package, fill it out, send it back, do it online, because it will, you know, in case there's something like this that happens, or if there's a recall, they will contact you and send you a new product. But anyway, so I called them and I asked for a replacement clip. And the gentleman told me, well, because see how these harnesses are attached, they're actually attached to the seat, that there was no way they could actually replace this clip. Now, I figured it could probably just pop off and be replaced. Well, it could not. So I was very honest and I said, I bought this secondhand. And he said, how long has the stroller been in your possession? I said, only a couple of weeks. But this is why I love them. They're like, we're going to go ahead. They checked the warranty, and he was a little bit outside of warranty, but because I purchased it for the use of a double stroller and could not utilize it, and it was such a huge deal. First of all, they don't want their name on this. And if anything happened to my child, they'd be in big trouble. So they were just gracious enough. He said, we're going to send you a brand new one. And I was like, seriously, I just purchased this stroller for $40. And mind you, this is a stroller I had looked at when I was pregnant with my second daughter. And I don't know, the lady at Bye Bye Baby kind of talked me out of it just because, you know, she said you couldn't use this from birth. I mean, I'm a big advocate for baby wearing. I wore my first daughter in an ergo, but I wore my second daughter in a katan, a baby katan, pretty much like the whole. So yeah, so I wore my second daughter for the first 6 months of her life. So honestly, the only time I really needed a double stroller was if, you know, let's say we were out at a store and I just did not have the capacity to actually have my daughter attached to me, like if I was going to the grocery store or BJ's and lifting things, and just kind of needed her to lay down. So this is why the stroller is not really good for a newborn, because it does not have a flat recline, but still I wanted it anyway because we travel so much and sometimes I don't need a full-size double stroller. Sometimes we don't even use it at all, but it is nice to have, especially when we stop at a rest area. I can put both kids in because I have a 2.5-year-old and a now 10-month-old. So when I would travel alone with them, stopping at a rest area was just really crazy because my 2-year-old likes to run off, and you know, gosh, you can't have that, especially at a rest area. So this, you know, would be perfect for travel, and it's going to make my life 10 times easier now. And even just for those errands around town, like the doctor's office, and you know, just because it's a small space, or just, you know, going to the post office or somewhere I just really don't have a lot of space to work with. I love this. So I have been wanting this for a while now. So I'm super excited that I actually just pretty much got a new one. Not for free, because I did purchase this secondhand for $40, but that I did get a new one for $40. So a blessing came to me unexpectedly. I was just like, oh, I guess the stroller clip was broken. I'm gonna have to find some way to fix it. And Summer Infant was so gracious to have sent me a new one. So thank you, Summer Infant, for my new 3D too. I love it. So yeah, this is pretty much why I got a brand new one, guys. So this one, not to worry, this one I have to send back to Summer Infant. I have to take the wheels off just to fit it back in the original packaging that the new one is in. So they're very good about, you know, honesty, their policy. What would happen if I didn't send this back and I just kept it just to have two? Well, anything I bought from Summer Infant from now on, it would void the warranty. So any Summer Infant product I got would have no warranty. So if anything happened to it, I would just pretty much be out of luck because I was dishonest. But I'm not a dishonest person, so I'm going to take out my new stroller and set it up and take the wheels off this bad boy and send it back to Summer Infant. Yay, there's the new Summer Infant 3D too. Put that anywhere. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. It's kind of already put together. All you have to do is put on, I think, the set of wheels. Just put the wheels on and attach the, there are the wheels, canopies. That one is the old Summer Infant there. It's hanging out upside down. Bye-bye, stroller. Thanks for providing me the opportunity to have a brand new one. I fully intended on putting you to good use though, but you're gonna go to the laboratory and be inspected and be an example. Don't forget the canopies. And the bumper bar. And we'll stick the shipping label on the outside, seal it back up, and have UPS come and pick it.